When you open up your Easy Earwire tool, it comes with quite a few little parts to it. It's going to come with a circular round disc. Now the round disc has a little silver peg on the back. Don't know how well you can see that, but then you have a small black piece, a large black piece, and you have your base. Now, the first thing you're going to do, you have a groove here, so what you want to do is take your first large piece and you want the plastic part to go in the big hole. And you want that to be facing away from the little slit here. Then I'm going to take my small piece, and it has a little steel peg here, and there's a little tiny hole, so I'm going to put the steel peg inside as such. And you want to make sure those two touch. Now the awesome thing about this little Easy Earwire piece is it has a measuring thing already here for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 20 gauge wire and I'm going to lay my wire in there, and I want my wire to be touching the end, and I'm going to take a really good pair of flush cutters and I'm going to cut right up against the little end here. Now, this is going to go in somebody's ear, so I want to make sure that the tips are nice and smooth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my file and I'm going to come down, I'm just holding it, and I'm going to file off any rough edges that I may have. And this will just kind of take you a couple little tries here. But you kind of just want to go in one direction. And you want to make sure, I accidentally held mine way too tight right here and curved it just a little bit. So I'm going to take my flat pliers and grab a hold and just straighten that back out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my wire. There's a little hole here. So I'm going to lay my wire down in this little groove, making sure the bottom of the wire touches the top of this little piece here. Now, I'm going to hold this into place, hold my finger on it, and then I'm going to take my clear disc and I'm actually going to put it on to where my little peg is actually going to go between my wire and then this little black piece right here. Now this takes, it should pop right into place once you do that. Now, while I'm holding my wire here at the bottom, I'm going to take my clear piece and I'm going to turn it counterclockwise until I feel resistance. Now once that's complete, I will let go here at the bottom. I'm going to hold the top of my clear piece lightly, and I'm going to take my black piece here and I'm going to turn it completely as far as it'll let me go, so that when I pull my clear piece off, you can pull your ear hook out and voila, you have a really beautiful ear hook. Now when you do it, it leaves a little loop open here for you, so that way you can thread your beads or your little earpiece on or your head pin on there and then close that little loop. So it's like this when I finish. So to start another one, I just turn it completely back the way it was. So I'm going to do one more for you because I mean this is just a really quick procedure and you can knock these out in no time. I'm going to take my 20 gauge wire, put it all the way up against the little tip here. Then I'm going to use a really good pair of flush cutters and I'm going to cut that wire. Now I'll take my file. Remember, I don't want any sharp edges, so I'm just going to file the edge of that wire real quickly, making sure I don't just go in one direction. Okay, and again, I've got my groove here that's going to hold my wire. So I'm just going to lay my wire down inside that little groove, making sure the wire stops here at the top of my little block. So I'm holding that in place. I'm going to take my clear block now, making sure my little silver piece is over here to this side, holding my wire down here at the bottom. I'm going to turn my clear piece counterclockwise till I feel a little bit of resistance. Then, holding my clear piece just very lightly, I'm going to turn the black all the way around until I can't pull anymore, so that when I lift up on my clear, and I'm very careful, I pull out my second ear hook. So as you can see, I have two identical ear hooks that I'm ready to start using. This little tool is a great piece to add to your collection because it can, if you don't have any ear hooks, you can just whip out a really quick pair with these, or buy yourself a whole roll of non-tarnished silver artistic wire and just make you a bunch of ear hooks. That way it kind of lowers your cost a little bit. Plus, you know that this is not going to hurt your customers' ears if they're allergic to any alloy metals. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And be sure and stop by Off the Beaded Path, which is located at 120 West Trade Street in Forest City, to purchase your own easy earwire tool, or check out Off the Beaded Path beadstore.com and go to our online store to purchase your own easy earwire tool.